As I have watched my little sister grow up, we have watched so many movies, Frozen, The Lorax, and all the Disney princess movies. When I sit back, I realize these will be the films that give her nostalgia when she grows up. As I look back into my childhood, there's films that represent sadness, happiness, and for the sake of this video, pure awesomeness. For the second video in this series that I created, Nostalgic Flicks, we're talking about the movie that blows Toy Story out of the water, Small Soldiers. After the large military weapons supplier Globotech Industries acquires a toy company, two developers are tasked with creating interactive action figures consisting of one superior military unit and one inferior unit of monsters. But as a result of underestimating technology, these toys turn out to possess unforeseen capabilities. For those lucky enough to see Small Soldiers, especially as children, the story of the brave Gorgonauts and menacing commandos will never leave our hearts. The horror of action figures wielding X-Acto knives and joy of Cockney monsters with a wrecking ball hand feels like a combination that would quickly be rendered illegal today. Following the Spielberg formula of a blockbuster, Small Soldiers has it all. There's a heartwarming lesson of being yourself, a message to kids and parents about the importance of cooperation and understanding, chock full of action, and a good amount of horror. It's to a fault at some points we have to have the E.T. scene where Alex explains to Archer what feeling is, and a few other corny scenes, but that doesn't ruin it. Director Joe Dante, who helmed the director's chair for this movie, is no amateur to backlash of this sort. His film Gremlins received the same treatment from adult audiences, but thankfully it's the kids who love them most and today cherish them as cult childhood classics as they rightfully should be praised. It's a true work of creative genius, with puppeteers and visual effects artists combining their best work to deliver these toy characters that don't look as outdated as you might think after 20 years. The commandos are especially well designed and still manage to look threatening despite being a group of tiny men who can't even reach to people's knees. The soundtrack is your typical 90s action movie soundtrack with a few nostalgia-fueled songs thrown in for good measure. The voice cast do a tremendous job, especially Tommy Lee Jones, who really was the perfect choice for Chip Hazard. All of the voices for the Gorgonauts are perfect in making them sympathetic and lovable characters. Gregory Smith and Kirsten Dunst lead the main cast as Alan and Christy. The two share some great chemistry, but Dunst is definitely more of a scene stealer, with Smith's performance being a little shaky here and there. There are some great comedic performances to be found here from Ann Magnuson, Phil Hartman, Wendy Scale, and David Cross, all helping to create some genuinely funny moments that still hold up to this day. Small Soldiers is definitely a super case of nostalgia, but it's still pretty good even if it doesn't have quite the same magic it held when I watched it as a toddler. Joe Dante makes kids films that have this oddball twist to them. I never do fail either to get a little teary-eyed during the film's touching final sequence, scored beautifully by Jerry Goldsmith, when the Gorgonauts decide it's time to go carve out a land of their own in the world. While Archer leaves Alan with parting words of wisdom, even if you can't see something, it doesn't mean it isn't there. For Alan, it means finding the strength within himself to fight for those things he loves. And by the time the movie is over, we are convinced he's achieved just that.
Soldiers, no poor sap ever won a war by dying for his country. He won it by being all that he can be. Damn the torpedoes, or give me death. Eternal vigilance is the price of duty. And to the victors go the spoils. So remember, you are the best, of the few, and the proud. So ask not what your country can do for you, only regret that you have but one life to live. The war against the Gorgonites will be won.
Uh-oh.
Commando Elite, let the first shot be fired. Search out the Gorgonites and frag them all. Yeah!
Tune in every Friday for new movie videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below what other movies you would like me to do videos on. Thank you, Mom, for editing the scripts for my movie essays. I appreciate you. Till next time, thanks for watching. Catch you on the flip side.